Welcome to everyone to Dr. App. Our app helps users understand their chances of having certain disease based on the symptoms they input. It also features a well-organized system with different functionalities for admins and users. Let's explore how Dr. App can make a difference in personal healthcare. So, this is the homepage of our app, DoctorBot. Now we can sign up or log in using two identities, either admin or user. Admins are the institutions like AIMS that provide that under whom which where many users can enter and work on. So for admin, since our app provides some critical features that can be used as a miscreant, but also provide an authorized access to everyone. So we have a database of GOV or this government or database is given to all the authorized institutions so that they can access their IDs and the IDs of the doctors that who come or who work under them. So these are the IDs which are given to the institutions so that only authorized institutions are able to access our app. Because some critical sections like updating diseases may also lead an unauthorized uh, person to creating a miscreant of such applications. So here we have some sign up option. With that, if some institutions, a new institution is formed, then with the given admin ID, he can change the password and make the password. But I have already signed it with AIMS Kalyani, so let's start it. So we are signing with the admin ID of the AIMS Kalyani. The password is already given. So now we log in. So this is the part of our application where admin institutions are able to access this feature. They are also able to access the feature of our product. This product feature can easily be seen. We will see next in a user profile because both of them are same. But some additional features are also provided in admin. So here if we go with admin details, here admin will be able to get the identities of its email ID and organization name. So while entering, we just entered the admin ID and we are able to know that we are under the AIMS Kalyani section. So this is the AIMS Kalyani. Now we have know the AIMS Kalyani at gmail.com at the email ID. We have also a password change like a generic website so that if a new password is required, we will change the passwords. Now, this is the most crucial section of admin. This is the section of where admin can update the disease. As we know, with different times, a lot of diseases may occur with different symptoms. So here, admin has a section to update the disease. But if some already diseases may be present because this database is shared all over India, might be some other admin institutions may have already given that disease. So here the thing is admin is able to check for a disease. Like if admin is trying to update for a disease malaria, but it has already been given by some other institution. So admin will search it. Malaria. Yeah, this disease is already being given by symptoms by other institutions. So admin will check their symptoms also. But the AIMS Kalyani admin, if they see and they found one more symptom is added, so they can update it to this portal. Now, in the recent past year, we have seen a new disease like COVID has occurred, and most of the institutions were unaware of it. So, to make it more aware more early, this portal may help them. Like new disease, if you add new disease, here it will give you a form where we have to mention about the disease name and the symptoms regarding it, just like COVID. So I have already saved about the details. Like we know the COVID is a disease, and till now this section cases provided how much is the active cases of COVID. That this new symptoms have been seen in how many people, and these are the symptoms like fever, cough, short breath, fatigue, body ache. Now, we have also have to provide a link of the WHO so that the given admin also other admin institutions will also be able to get it. That is HTTPS COVID-19 WHO WHO COVID-19 so that others will also be able to access the given link and we'll get more information about it. Now we can submit. After submitting, if we go back to the same section of update disease, we can see that disease COVID has been updated and its all symptoms are also updated. So if a patient from different area or zone goes to different institutions, and if they face with these symptoms, so it will be easily available for to predict the given disease. We will use this in our product section. So let's go it. One more thing in feature that we have in IBM is the get doctor details. These are the name of the doctors who are assigned inside the institutions, so that institutions will be able to keep the authorities, keep the uh, check that whether these name doctors are available in their institutions or not. So, and if a new applicant for doctor post comes to the institutions, we can also add to this section where we just need to add the doctor ID. Suppose a doctor with a doctor with who has qualified the government exams and he has been assigned for a doctor post for a given organization. So, and they are applying through they are through mails. They are going to join that institutions. So, with that go doctor ID, they can easily be able and added to the institution, so that institution will be able to keep track of all the doctors who are working under their institutions and their email IDs. Email IDs are important to give reviews or comments uh, about their status and about their patient's check, so that this will be useful for them. In future scope, we will add the number of patients also, so that it will make the statistics of more honorable doctors in our institutions, so that people will be able to know admin will be able to know whose patients are giving a good feedback for the doctors. Now, these are the sections providing for admin details. So, this is the section where we have the admin features. Now, we are going to log out from admin. Now, our app is used for the another purpose of user. So, user. Okay, an unauthorized person cannot access our product. If he accesses, it will ask for login here. So if we log in, then we have to log in for the first, and then this is for authorization and accessibility, such that unauthorized person cannot access our app. And we know that we have some features of updating disease also. So these are the most critical features of our app. Now for user. Now user is going to sign it here. Now, as we said, that we have a government or table that only restricted users for a given institutions can access it. And yes, another applicants can also access it. So if a person outside that can also access it, but he have to consult with that institution through and giving him the doctor ID as we said, and we can add a new doctor. But initially, only those doctors which are assigned for the given institutions are able to access the product. So let's see the first person whose user ID or doctor ID is 112111. So he is going to sign in, and since I have already signed up for it, so we are going to sign in for the given doctor. So this is the sign ID, and we have given the password. If a new applicant for a doctor wants to access it in a localized level, so he can consult with the institutions here, in this case AIMS Kalyani, AIMS Patna, AIMS Delhi, and they will get their doctor IDs and will update their table where here their IDs will be added on. So, like if you see, uh, uh, earlier we tried that a person with 123890 has given an application for being for accessing this product in lower level, or like in local village areas. So he asked for the institution, and institution has approved his IDs and added in the table. So if the person wants to access with 123890 can access this product. This is for authorization and accessibility of our app, so that none of miscreant or unauthorized person can uh, unauthorized or illogically access our app. Now we are going to log into our app using user details. So this is the app of using user section. Initially, we show about the admin where admin can update and the disease and get the doctor details as well as add new doctors so that other doctors may also able to access it. One more thing, admin also are able to access the product because sometimes if the directly people can go to the institutions and they can also have their check of symptoms from there also, and users, as we know, yeah, in local levels all of them are not able to go to that place. So in local levels also, the users will be able to access this product. Now we are clicking on the product. So this is the user details section. We are using the product, and this is the main feature of our app. Now we are naming the user. I have already used it, so just we are giving the information. Here we are getting the patient details. What is the name? What is the age? What is the sex? What is the phone number? And what is the Aadhaar number? Phone number and Aadhaar number are used to determine the user uniquely. In case if uh, infant child babies whose Aadhaar is not created, so his or her mother father's details will be taken on. Now we are going to submit this detail. Now we are going to take the vital details so that it will be helpful for us to predict more diseases. Since till now our app does not cover these features, but yeah, in upcoming time we will also update that features where we can access this data and with the given informations in our database we can predict the disease more accurately. So I have already given some use data where we have seen that blood group is B positive, weight is 85, and the height, blood pressure, and blood sugar are all given. Now we are going to submit. This is the main form where we user is going to enter on the symptoms that they are suffering from. So like say fever, suffering from fever, since in admin we have given for COVID, so we are just going through COVID. In case if new disease occurs, then we can also update in the admin section. But here in the symptoms, we are taking the symptoms from the patient. So this is fever, cough, um, short breath, and unconscious. And one more thing, synchronize. So these are the input of the symptoms that a patient is showing, and the user at the local level who is at lower level and people are coming through him and approaching him for the checking. So it will just give the chances of having a disease. And the more important is that on the basis of these chances, the details will be updated. So just we give the symptoms in the like this is the base app. Uh, with through it, if we in, apply much more information in this, we can predict the disease more accurately. But till now, we are accessing through the chances. Now, on submitting the symptoms, it will give me the chances of having a disease. So overall, if we conclude that overall chances is 100% by calculating the sums of different disease. So based on know that we have given the symptoms of fever, cough, and short breath. This means that it may be chances of COVID also. COVID has a high chances because as we have inputted that COVID is this. So if a person with this comes here, he will have to get through it, and it is the all the details of the patients like a patient's description. Through pie chart also it will be able to him to access the data. Now, this may also be happen that a person may have conflicting chance of choices that he may have COVID or dehydration. So here, while taking the input from symptom from patient, we saw that patient we have given the database 5 symptoms of our disease, but he has given only 3. It may be possible that person will not be able to check the other two. So we will to make it more clear about COVID, we will provide the option of check more. The, the patient will click on check more. The user will click on check more to ask him that either he is facing from fatigue or body ache. These are the 2 symptoms that user hadn't mentioned in their input form, but these are in our database. So if the user provide yeses in this case, then our prediction for disease becomes 100%. And if a person is saying no for one and yes for one, so accordingly the person can choose one. Now, here is how to check option or link. How to check is also there because it may be possible that patient will not be able to know that how to check it, and that is why he is not able to give that symptom in input form. So for getting more information about COVID, that he is having COVID or not, we are here updating that we are giving a link through upon which clicking he will be able to know that how to check for that disease, how to check for that symptom. Now continue. So based on the overall responses, we got 80% of chances for having a COVID and 20% for having no chances of COVID. The reason being that uh, we have given the five symptoms for the COVID, that is fever, cough, short breath, fatigue, and body ache. While in this input form, he gave fever, cough, and short breath. But uh, when we asked to get more info about the symptoms, he mentioned about body ache but not fatigue, and that is why 80% chances comes for COVID and 20% for not, that he may or not having COVID. Here we provide more about COVID, like we connect. That is the link of WHO that we mentioned here. This link will be opened for him so that user will also be able to know more about it, and that link will also given to admin to know more about it, the disease. And in the updated future scope of our app, we will add some precautions about our disease also. Going back, if the person also want to check for other diseases like dehydration, so since he has mentioned for fever and cough or fatigue, so it may be possible of chances that he is suffering from dehydration also. So he will click on check more, and based on that he will get the other remaining symptoms that he hasn't mentioned for the disease, so that we can get more accurate data. Is the person unable to drink? No. Person is drinking water correctly. Is the person's skin goes back slowly? Yes. Is the person restless? Yes. Is the person easily agitated? Yes. Is the person is experiencing thirst? uh, Yes. Is the person blood in the stool? Yes. So let's say feet? No. So these are the symptoms for the dehydration that he hadn't mentioned, but we are asking again to confirm it. So he has given these symptoms. Might be the person is none, is no, and these are the symptoms. So continue. So based on this, there gives a 50-50 chance of dehydration. Earlier in COVID, there was 80-20 ratio. In dehydration, it was 50-50 ratio. Since the ratio of COVID was more higher, so it may be possible that COVID will be more likely to be the person. This is the base of app, which is not much accurate, but it gives the chances of having a disease. We will going to apply some machine learning algorithms within time to update our app. Now uh, here uh, here also we can see this is the prescription of also, and now we are going to save the data. So going to user details. So if the person comes, now this is for the users. That user, if we know actually while he is signing, we are going giving only 1211. But here to that we can also accept that the name of the user and what is email ID and under which organization it is working on. So this is already predefined. We only want to know about the username, and everything rest of it is already being predefined in the database. So user can also re-verify its identity and whether that he is working correctly or under correct organization or not. So this is the details, and the detail of uploading the new photo. This is for changing the password. His current password is 1234, and he can also update it based on what he can access. Now, the same patient comes again after some months and wants to know that he had some things. So here we can say check patient history. In check patient history, a user will be able to know that when this person came and what was his disease and what was his BMI, age, blood pressure, and BSL. So let's say this person came on 30th May again at night, and he was suffering from pneumonia. And on 18th, he came and he was suffering from COVID according to our app. And what was his vital details? Since every time I use the same identity of the person, so it is showing same, but every time it may be variation. So if we want to search for a person who is suffering for COVID, so we can easily get through his name. Since Ujjwal is the name, so we can easily get that person. So this is the main feature. and here you can check the patient history and what is you have suffered from disease. According to this, in our upcoming models of algorithm of ML, we can add some new disease, and according to these predictions that he has suffered from COVID. So according to this, what vaccine he has taken and what is the precaution that he has taken, and he comes again with new symptoms, we will able to update it also. So this is the upcoming feature of our app. For now, we have just updated it. So yeah, this is the app and this is the user section. We can also log out from here now. So this is the overall app of our DoctorBot, and this DoctorBot apps will help us to uh, check and verify give the chances of having a disease using the symptoms, and it will be on localized level till now. After in upcoming models, we are going to apply a more stronger machine learning algorithms so that our app will be more strong. Till now, we have applied on a percent chance basis. Now, to be more accurate, yeah, in upcoming features, we are using some machine learning and AI models to make it more accurately to the features. And will also some add medicines regarding that and update the features more to take precautions. We will also add some alarms so that our app will provide our app will provide users the correct alarms for having medicines and many more such features. Uh, this is the about us page. Here we are the creators, completely who have involved us, and we have made the app. So thanks for checking through the presentation. I hope it will be it will liked by you, and I will be very much grateful for your suggestions. If any such suggestions will be better for our app. Thanks.